In this video, I'm going to be talking about conditional statements in the Yoruba language. I'm going to be using a lot of examples that will aid your knowledge of the Yoruba language. So we have in English, conditional statements in English is when you want to put on condition, you use if, which is I have, if. But in Yoruba language, if actually is ti mo ba, ti mo ba. So there are some words in the Yoruba language that whenever you want to say them, you must necessarily put a pronoun in between them. There are some behavior like that in the Yoruba language. So if in Yoruba is timoba, and if we say what is timoba in Yoruba, it is actually if I. This I is pronoun. So pronoun comes in between these two words. These two words is actually what is if in the Yoruba language. These two words, but this one is just a collocation. It just always follows this. It always follows this T. This one can be John. T, John, Ba, if John. So this is just a pronoun. But we know that these two words, T and Ba, is actually what is if in the Yoruba language. And using it in some examples, let me clean this and then we use it in examples and then we see how it behaves. And this will also increase the diction that you already have about your language, the language data that you have of the Yoruba language. So again, timoba, ti mi re mi timoba, if I. Notice that this one is pronoun. So going ahead and using them in real examples, we can say ti mo ba wa, which is if I come. If I come, timobawa. If I come, timobawa. Timobawa, which is if I come. And we can also have timo ba jẹun, which is if I eat. Mere re ti mo ba jẹun, if I eat. Ti mo ba jẹun, if I eat. Jẹun is to eat. Ti mo ba jẹun, if I eat. And we can also have ti mo ba ṣubú. Ti mo ba ṣubú, which is if I fall down. Ti mo ba ṣubú is fall down. Ti mo ba ṣubú. Ṣubú is actually fall down, which is if I fall. English can say if I fall actually, and you can put fall down actually. So ti mo ba ṣubú, you can say, you can continue with this. It's conditional. If I fall, I will rise. Tí mo bá ṣubú, mo máa dìde. Mo máa dìde. Ma in Yoruba is will. Will. It is actually used when you are talking about what you have not done already or what is impending. So ma is will. Will. Ma. Mo is still the same with this, which is pronoun I. Tí mo bá, if I ṣubú, fall. Mo máa dìde, I will rise. Dìde is rise or stand up. Dìde can be rise or stand up. Tí mo bá ṣubú, mo máa dìde. So these are few examples, and if I want to use more examples, I can also make it a little bit more complicated with some examples. I can say tí mo bá wá, mo máa jẹun. So mi. So if I come, I will eat. So tí mo bá wá, mo máa jẹun. If I come, I will eat. If I come, I will eat. Tí mo bá, mo máa jẹun. You can also have tí o bá ṣe, mo máa sanwó. It's not just only mo, that's the pronoun. That's why I use o here. Mo is I. If I come. But this one is ti oba, which is o here is you. You, which is if you. So we can, this one can be ti1 ba if they. If it is tí wọ́n bá, instead of O here, you know, I said pronoun can stand in for a name. It can be tí John, it can be tí Tade àti Pẹ̀lúmi àti Ìyábọ̀. Those are 3 names. So it can be tí wọ́n. So this one is if they. It's not if you anymore. It is if they. But we know this one and this one follows each other. But the pronoun comes in between and make it make sense, because if you want to use if in English language also, you will surely use a pronoun or a name. If you come, if I did it, if I did that, because if is actually used with something that can actually perform an action. So you are saying if that thing perform that action. So that's why it's conditional statement, that if something happens, so that thing is bound to happen. So in Yoruba as well, you will now put the pronoun or the whatever object it is. It can be tí machine bá ṣiṣẹ́, which is if machine works. Tí machine bá ṣiṣẹ́. Ṣiṣẹ́ is work. Ṣiṣẹ́ is work. Iṣẹ́ is work. Ṣiṣẹ́ is also the heart of working. So tí machine bá ṣiṣẹ́, I'm not going to write that down. So tí machine bá ṣiṣẹ́, mo máa dìde, I will stand up. Mo máa dìde, I will stand up. Dìde can be, I've used dìde before, which is rise. It can also be, dìde can also mean rise. It can mean stand up. So that's just for that. So we can, what I'm just trying to explain is that this pronoun here can be substituted anytime. So we can have tí wọ́n bá ṣe, mo máa sanwó. Ṣe is do. You know, it may seem a little bit confusing with about the pronoun here. Mo, wọ́n. It can also be tí a bá ṣe, is if we do it. Tí a. And one thing I will always advise, that I always talk about in every video, is that if you really want to understand Yoruba language and are serious about it, you should actually consult the video that I did on narrative voices. The video is actually in 4 series, and if you go to some of the videos of this channel, you will see the videos. It's actually exhaustive, and it's a very, very good background for understanding the Yoruba language. If you go to all the 4 series, you will be on your way to learning, to understanding the Yoruba language and communicating to a great level in the Yoruba language. And if it seems complicated to you, you can just reach out to me, and I can teach you personally that narrative voices. If you may not be able to comment all the time, I can just teach you the narrative voices, and it will serve as a good background for you. So I will not be teaching what I've done before with this pronoun thing. So now tí wọ́n bá ṣe. Ṣe is do it. 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 Mo máa sanwó, which is I tell already, man is will. Mo máa sanwó is pay. It's actually pay money. Owó is money. San owó is pay money. But if you want to use pay in Yoruba, pay in Yoruba is sanwó. If it is money, it will be sanwó. It can be san gbèsè. San gbèsè. Gbèsè is debt. So pay your debt. But if it is money, it will be sanwó. Sanwó, that is pay money. So if they do it, I will pay. So if they do it, I will pay. Tí wọ́n bá ṣe, mo máa sanwó. Tí wọ́n bá ṣe, mo máa sanwó. If they do it, I will pay. So you may be looking inside this sentence that where is this it? Where is this it? As I actually explained it in the video that I did on narrative voices actually. So this one, if they do it, this it in Yoruba most of the time is not really represented. It is just an extension of the last vowel of the verb. It is not really represented. For example, so for example, it can be tí wọ́n bá jẹ, if they eat it. Tí wọ́n bá jẹ. Tí wọ́n bá pa, if they kill it. Tí wọ́n bá pa, if they kill it. So you know, pa is key. Jẹ is eat. But I say tí wọ́n bá jẹ, I just extend the last vowel before it. So if you write a word down, if they do it in Yoruba is not represented. So with any word actually, just represented with a tone, because tone carries meaning in the Yoruba language. Don't worry if it seems a little bit complicated. If you go to the video, you will see more examples of that. But let me just glance through it. So tí wọ́n bá ṣe, if they do it, the hit here, it will just be an extension of this vowel. So this last vowel will just be extended a little bit. Tí wọ́n bá ṣe, tí wọ́n bá ṣe. And most of the time, if you hear a Yoruba person speaking, you will not even notice that there's an extension sometimes. So that's just how it is in Yoruba. So tí wọ́n bá ṣe, mo máa sanwó. If they do it, I will pay. So it can be tí wọ́n bá jẹ, mo máa bínú. Tí wọ́n bá jẹ, mo máa bínú. If they hit it, I will be hungry. Mo máa bínú. Bínú is anger. So mo máa bínú, I will be hungry. So that's just for that. And if I want to use more examples, I can actually use more examples actually, but I don't want to make the video so long actually. So that's just it for conditional statements in the Yoruba language, and I hope you've been able to learn a lot in this video. If you want a personal tutorial, you can contact me and I will give you a personal lesson. Of course, you are going to pay for that. So this is Learn Yoruba Online, where I teach the Yoruba language, and hopefully see you in consequent videos. This is Learn Yoruba Online.